will not be tolerated.
It's the top of the hour here on WVLP. I can't say which one specifically because if you're listening to this Wednesday night into Thursday, it should have just struck midnight on Thursday. And if you're listening on Sunday, it ought to be 10 p.m. or so. This is about to be the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program. Thanks for sticking around after Mostly Metal if that's what you did. Or if you're listening on YouTube, thanks for clicking. The Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program will come from the Goodson Event Center in South Bend, Indiana, not live. I go out to the events with recording gear and get some audio and tell you what happened and wrap it all up in an hour or less. So this is your recap of what happened at Downfall for Us All, Revolution Championship Wrestling, South Bend, Indiana, which was held on Saturday, March 23rd, 2024. I'm Ken the Metal Professor. Sit back, turn down those lights, imagine yourself inside a venue with a wrestling ring in the middle and a good-sized crowd all around it, and let your mind go to work. This is Ken the Metal Professor, and I am at my home away from home, the Goodson Event Center in South Bend, Indiana. The strains of Caroline are being broadcast over the PA system here, which means the show is about to begin. This is the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program for March 2024. I'm here at the Goodson Event Center for Downfall of Us All, this month's production by Revolution Championship Wrestling. I will be bringing you recaps of what happens during the matches. Don't really think of it as commentary, just if I was on the phone with you telling you some of the stuff that happened so you know what you missed. So sit back, enjoy, get ready for about an hour of wrestling on the radio. It's a good time. And the show will be starting momentarily, instantly for you. We got ring announcer Kendra in the ring to kick off the show here. This is my first RCW show of this year. It's just announcements. You guys don't need to hear those. Yeah, my first time at RCW this year. I'm going to see some of the familiar faces, but there are also some new folks here to look forward to, so it should be fun. They're reading the riot act to make sure people are being nice to other people during the show. That is excellent. Boom. Making sure people are behaving themselves. I wonder if there is a story behind this. I want to say hello to my friends at Backbreaker Championship Wrestling. They have a show going on tonight in Griffith, Indiana. These guys, RCW and Backbreaker, they just don't coordinate with me before they schedule their shows. I don't know what to do, since I can't be at both on the same night. It's a full house tonight, so it should be rowdy. And the first match ought to be coming right up. Our first match is Ryan Paradise versus Aaron Ashura. I'm going to have to check on the pronunciation of that the first time I pipe the mics down. Both gentlemen are thin, wiry, and sculpted, so I believe this is not just going to be a couple of people slamming bellies into each other. Before it gets too far in the past, I want to note my appreciation for the rules of conduct at RCW that ring announcer Kendra read to the crowd beforehand. stressing that RCW is inclusive and intolerance towards people of any background won't be tolerated. And I think that's awesome. This is the first moment that the action has sort of slowed down in this match so far. Ryan Paradise with a rear chin lock on Aaron Ashura. I was right about this not just being a punch fest. Aaron slingshotted himself up and over the top rope onto Ryan Paradise on the outside, and then he came back in and did a flying double drop kick off of the top turnbuckle. Paradise did a nice little move where he started off like he was going to do a Rainmaker, a ripcord clothesline, but instead of completing the clothesline, his arm went right from the clothesline motion right into the chin lock motion. That was pretty smooth and cool. In the meantime, they've traded some blows, and now Ryan Paradise has Aaron Ashura in a chin lock. And now they're punching and kicking each other. Ashura's moving around in the ring really fast. He was getting Paradise confused about what direction he was going to come at him from, but Paradise just put all that to an end with a big boot to the face. And for somebody who's not that tall, Paradise got that foot way up high. Paradise has Ashura in the corner. Not sure if that chop came through, but it sounded all right. Paradise has hand wraps, and so that's going to deaden the sound a little bit. That's a shame. I like those loud pops from the knife edge chop. Paradise just came off the top turnbuckle with a moonsault onto Ashura. In the meantime, a second ref just came out from the back, walked in a circle around the ring. I thought something was up, but maybe not. Paradise just went for a splash off the top rope and missed because Ashura rolled out of the way. Now Ashura can't take advantage of that. He's still feeling the effects of that moonsault from a few seconds ago. We're in a race to see who or what wins first, Ryan Paradise, Aaron Ashura, or Aaron Ashura's untied bootlaces. It looks like both of them have worked themselves free. Those things are dangling around, and hopefully they don't get in the way or cause a catastrophe. Well, they didn't interfere with that giant splash, which Paradise kicked out of at 2.5. Ashura is slowly taking himself back out, up to the top turnbuckle. Comes off the top rope to a splash, but Paradise caught him, rolled through, has picked him up like a sack of potatoes, up into a fireman's carry, and just slams him back down to the mat. And that is it for Aaron Ashura. Whoa, the second match is Isaiah Moore against Russ Jones. They didn't even let Kendra get out of the ring before they started going at it. She almost got bounced to the floor with a springing rope. Russ Jones was posing, and Isaiah Moore attacked him from behind, which might be the only way Isaiah Moore can survive this, because Russ Jones is a beast. There's the bell. Moore is up on a top turnbuckle already. Jones has grabbed him by the throat, and Down he comes. Isaiah Moore wrapped Russ Jones's legs around the corner ring post several times, which is, a cheap thing to do, but it is one way to make sure Jones doesn't have his full base under him. Now he's got Jones in a choke. But Jones got to the ropes, so Moore's going to have to break the hold, and he does. Jones is still grabbing onto those quads, hamstrings, from their encounter with the steel. Moore was going for a rolling stunner, coming in through the ropes into a roll, springing up to grab Jones by the head. And instead of slamming Jones's head to the mat, Jones grabbed Moore and slammed him in the middle of his motion. Jones has been slapping at his leg, trying to wake it up a little bit, but he must not be in too bad of a shape for doing that. Moore just planted Jones. Moore's up on the top. Big splash onto Jones. Trying for a pinfall? I don't think so. And it's a 2 count. Jones, after his version of the F5, went for a knee to the back of Moore's head. Moore ducked. As Jones came off the ropes, he rolled him up, and the ref did not see. Moore had his foot on the ropes to assist with the pinfall, and Moore gets the 3 count. Match number 3 features Schwartzy and Ashton Adonis. There is a lot of personality in the ring at this moment. Schwartzy brought his little red cooler out to the ring. The big Magneto sticker on the side. Adonis with his glittery blue tights. Got the party boy versus the pretty boy. Schwartzy is the crowd favorite. We'll see what he can do. Schwartzy taking a page from Pete Dunne, grabbing Adonis's fingers, 2 in each of his own hands, and ripping them wide apart from each other. Now he's stomping on Adonis's ankle, so Schwartzy is taking out some fingers, taking out an ankle. Looks like now he's going for the knee. Big leg wrench. Working his way through all the joints, which is actually really funny because Schwartzy is wearing a Puff Puff Pass shirt. Ashton Adonis had turned the tables and was working over Schwartzy for a while. But as Adonis was charging at Schwartzy, Schwartzy gave him the old low bridge so that Adonis went up and over the top rope, and then Schwartzy did the double drop kick through the ropes to the outside. He's brought Adonis back in and is just alternating chops and punches right now. And now he's just blasted him in the noggin. Big old suplex. Schwartzy just rolled Adonis out of the corner into an ankle lock right in the middle of the ring. Adonis isn't giving up yet. Oh, he just reached back, put his arm around the neck of Schwartzy and started bouncing Schwartzy's head into the mat. And now the two are up and at it, basically evenly squared off, trading punches. All this work so far, and nobody really has the advantage. Adonis gets Schwartzy up. Big slam. Oh, but Schwartzy comes off the mat with his right arm a hair before the 3 count. Adonis was going to do something to Schwartzy's legs, but Schwartzy kicked him off into the corner. Yep, Adonis has him back down. Looks like he's going for a Boston Crab. Nope, sharpshooter. He's got the one leg bent in the figure 4 shape over the other. His own leg through the middle of that figure 4. Except Schwartzy is upside down, having his back turned inside out. And Schwartzy did manage to grab the rope, so Adonis breaks the hold. Schwartzy got Adonis into a figure 4, and Adonis has submitted. If Schwartzy doesn't call his version of that the figure 420, he's missing out on a good opportunity. This next match is a 5-on-5 elimination match between Theo Storm's team and Brutus Dillon's team. The captain of the winning team will pick the stipulation for a one-on-one match between those captains to be held at next month's show, the RCW 14th anniversary show. So there's going to be 10 people in the ring altogether, and it looks like they're all getting their introductions individually. So this could be a while. Fortunately, the first 2 on Theo's team were the tag team Twist and Flip, so they just came out together. But we have 2 more on this team and then all 5 on the other team still to come out. The introductions are done. 10 people in or around the ring. We've got the team of Theo Storm, Twist and Flip, Anthony Lee, and D.A. Dollar versus Brutus Dillon, Travesty, and Sean Sparks, otherwise known as Spark of Madness, Tony Thunder, and Nelson Edward Robert Doolittle V. Brutus Dillon often comes to the ring in pink camo pants, and NERD V came out through the curtain with a set of matching pink camo pants, much to the chagrin of Brutus Dillon. His trademark look has sort of been lessened, I suppose. Although Nerd's pants are about 1/3 the size of Brutus Dillon, so maybe it's not an issue. D.A. Dollar came to the ring carrying a large construction nail. The ref is now searching him for other foreign objects and just discovered a fork. And another big nail. I don't think this is a no DQ match, so I don't know what D.A. Dollar had in mind. And the match starts. Tony Thunder grabs D.A. Dollar in an arm drag takedown and now has that arm in a lock. No eliminations yet, but D.A. Dollar has just bravely gotten into the ring with Brutus Dillon, trying to lift him up into a fireman's carry takeover, but just can't do it. Brutus Dillon gives him a chop for his trouble. And then he hauls Dollar into Dillon's ring corner. Sean Sparks tags in and is throwing some elbows or shoulders into the midsection of D.A. Dollar. Not a lot of weight behind those shoulders, but sharp and bony. It could hurt. Travesty just flattened Theo Storm with a belly-to-belly suplex and was all set up for Sean Sparks to come off the top with a splash. but Theo jumped up and gave him a RKO out of nowhere. Stunner out of nowhere. So Sparks has been eliminated. One half of Twist and Flip just landed on top of Travesty. He has been eliminated. Now it's 5-on-3. Twist and Flip together have flung NERD the fifth into the ring. Hit him with a double clothesline. Nerd lays there like a slug. It's his only defense until he kicked out at 2. Travesty looks sad about being eliminated. He gets a hug from a little guy at ringside. Let's see. Twist and Flip still beating on Nerd. Ref's letting a lot of stuff go here in terms of double teaming and too much time in the ring. It is hard to keep track of Twist and Flip because they move around a lot. In and out, up and down. Nerd almost got pinned, but he managed to reach the rope. And now he's just getting beat on by multiple people by that rope. Nerd has been taking a pounding. Anthony Lee just collapsed his chest with a chop. He hasn't been down for a 3 count, though. I'm sort of hoping Nerd ends up being the hero in all this. But right now, it's not looking good. Anthony Lee's got him up for a big suplex. Holding him upside down for a long time here. What little blood is in there has gone to Nerd's head, and he's down. Oh, and he kicked out at 2.5. Maybe he can be the hero. Nerd is still alive. Anthony Lee just planted him in a serious power bomb. People were wincing in the crowd, but he kicked out right before 3. And here comes D.A. Dollar. Takes Nerd over. I don't know what he's doing. Looks like he might be sticking a finger in his mouth, but his back is to me, so I can't tell. Oh, now he's went and gotten his nail. He poked Nerd in the head with it. The ref won't count the pinfall, though, because of the use of the foreign object. The ref should disqualify him. Make it 4-on-3. But he hasn't. Dollar's got Nerd up into a suplex. Nerd reversed into a neck breaker. So Nerd and Dollar are both down. Nerd reached the corner and lives to fight another day. Brutus Dillon is clearing house. A clothesline for Twist and Flip 1, for Twist and Flip 2. He brings them both to the center of the ring, and here comes a noggin splash. The two noggins met in the middle. I'm kind of hoping Dillon gets to pin both of them at the same time. But no luck so far. They fought out of it. They're trying to take Dillon down with kicks. They got him down to one knee. Dillon catches one of them, though, in a choke. The other one's coming off the top rope. He's now caught in choke number 2. And double single-handed power slams. And they're both down at 3. That's how you do it. Tony Thunder just eliminated D.A. Dollar. While his back was turned, Anthony Lee came in the opposite side of the ring and just spiked him down, spiked Thunder down in a reverse DDT type of move. Thunder is counted out. Down to 2-on-2. Oh, that was a chair meeting Nerd's noggin. It was Anthony Lee and Theo Storm against the two gentlemen in pink. And I think the ref just disqualified Theo Storm. Dillon just punched Theo through the chair. Anthony Lee hit Dillon with a big clothesline out of the corner. And then Lee drops on to Nerd and pins him. And now it's down to the last 3. Brutus Dillon on his own against Anthony Lee. And I believe Theo Storm is still in. Unless the ref really did disqualify him. That was very sudden. Dillon just eliminated Anthony Lee after a sidewalk slam. Team Dillon is the winning side. He will pick the stipulation in his battle against Theo Storm next month. Theo Storm has come back into the ring holding a chair. I believe he might be up to no good. Well, Dillon knew what to expect, and big old choke slam. That's a good way to end a half. Nope, Dillon wants the microphone. He's going to express his admiration for his opponents, I'm sure.
One, and I hope and pray it makes it to this.
You're listening to the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana. All right, first match of the second half. We got Gigi Jacobs against Alex Van Zant, a.k.a. the Starbucks Superstar. He always brings his plastic travel cup to the ring, and usually there's something insidious inside there. We'll see if it plays a role here. So far, Gigi Jacobs had the upper hand for most of the match until he got blasted with an atomic drop by Alex Van Zant. Now, since this is wrestling on the radio, if you don't know Gigi Jacobs, I've been trying to think of a way to describe him. So imagine the Fabulous Freebirds with a little bit of Santa Claus thrown in there, mixed up and turned into another wrestler. That's Gigi Jacobs. Southern flamboyance with a little bit of giggly cheer. Alex Van Zant made Gigi Jacobs mad, which led to a pummeling up to a knee to the side of the head. Jacobs attempted a pinfall, but at the 2 count, Van Zant reached out and grabbed a rope. So this continues, although Van Zant is looking a little loopy at the moment. So Gigi Jacobs takes the win after a face-forward DDT. He had Van Zant facing outwards instead of inwards. He dropped him on his noggin. Much to the dismay of Van Zant's manager or sponsor or just good friend who came out halfway through the match. She tried to give him some energy and motivation. Didn't work. Now she seems kind of upset. And she's given him what for. He has not made her happy with his performance in the ring, of course. All right, next up, we have a number 1 contenders match for the RCW Women's Championship, which I believe is still held by Shauna Reed. I'm not going to swear to that, though. This is my first time since last year being at RCW. We've got Randy West against Charlie Pierce, both making their debut here at RCW. Randy West pounced on Pierce while the ref was doing her checking of Pierce. Pierce has rebounded. Couple of kicks. She comes at West, but West ducks out of the way and slams Pierce into that middle turnbuckle. And a backstabber with her 2 knees into the shoulder blades of Pierce. And does it again. Randy West is like the cranky aunt that had a bad day in her semi-truck. She lost her temper and shoved the ref and told the ref to do her job. And I believe the ref has now disqualified her. Oh, and then Randy West just dropped the referee onto her back. Charlie Pierce won the match. I don't know if she knows it at this point. That can't be good for your confidence if you're now the number 1 contender for the women's heavyweight title. And you won that match because your opponent shoved the ref while you were loopy. But we'll see how things go. I'm assuming next month
might be that title match. All right, for what I think is the second to last match of the night, we've got a tag team match for the RCW tag team titles, currently held by Funk and Fresh, and they are taking on Tyler Matthews and Daniel Stark. I don't know how this tag team of Matthews and Stark got put together, but Matthews just tried to tag Stark, and Stark wasn't having any of it. It's going to be a weird dynamic. Could be Tyler Matthews is in there for the duration. Well, Daniel Stark finally decided to allow himself to be tagged in. I don't know if he tagged himself in or if he took a tag from Tyler Matthews. I was looking at my equipment and missed that part of it, but the important part is that Daniel Stark is now in the ring. He just received a corkscrew leg whip and then a yank right across the knee. One more time. Oh. I still don't know which one is Funk and which one is Fresh, but the tall, skinny one did an elbow drop on Stark, tagged in his partner. Stark's the victim of a power slam, but Matthews came in to save him during the pinfall attempt, which is very sporting of Matthews, given how Stark wouldn't tag himself in earlier. Now Stark and Matthews are a finely tuned machine. They just did a double suplex onto the not tall and skinny Funk and Fresh guy. Let's just say that the tall skinny one is Fresh. He just went and replaced his tag rope with a longer one that goes half the length of the regular ring ropes. So he can get tagged in from just about anywhere on either side of his corner. Hey, it says Fresh on the back of his shirt. I was right. Meanwhile, Matthews is slugging Mr. Funk. Drops him into the ring. Got a 2 count, but that was it. The teamwork of Matthews and Stark just got a little too good. Stark was down on the mat face up. Matthews was trying to attack the other team. Missed a clothesline, fell face forward onto Daniel Stark. And they fit together like a spoon and an inverted spoon. Stark is still in the ring. Matthews is back to his corner, so maybe he can get tagged in properly. He just swiped at Stark's hand and touched his fingertips. I don't know if the ref saw it. Well, he just came in and broke up the pinfall attempt and then ran back out anyway, so it doesn't matter if he tagged or not. Mr. Funk just caused Stark and Matthews to collide into each other in their corner. Then he tried for a roll-up pinfall on Stark. It didn't work. Now he's trying a suplex on Stark. That didn't work. Stark is getting to his corner, and Matthews refused the tag. Which is fair, because, you know, Stark didn't tag at the start of the match. Matthews is standing there with his hands out to his sides like, well, you know, what comes around, wait, no, it's what goes around comes around. That's what it is. Now Stark's flat on the mat and a big elbow drop by Funk. And he gets the 3 count on Stark. And the team of Matthews and Stark did not live very long, and they did not become RCW Tag Team Champs. The Tag Team Champs have cleared out. Matthews has come back into the ring, and he just blasted Daniel Stark from the blind side. Now he's got him in a vice choke, dragging him over to the edge of the ring. His head's off the apron, head and shoulders off the apron, face down. Oh, now he's face up. Is Matthews going to do something or just pose with him? He's covered Stark's face with a shirt and slugged him. And now Matthews has come into the ring to pose. Ryan Epic has come into the ring, and he's trying to get Matthews to back off. Ryan Epic, the great peacekeeper. Matthews is having none of it, pushes him aside. Now Epic has come over to be a little bit more firm about insisting that Matthews back off. And Matthews just shoved Ryan Epic down to the mat. Uh-oh, Epic is mad. He's yanking Matthews back, and big ol' suplex. And refs come out from the back to separate them. He's mad. This is Eric Surge in the ring with Kevin Storm, getting ready for their RCW Heavyweight Championship match. And he grabbed the mic away from Kendra. Eric Surge weighs in at about 3 Kevin Storms. So this is sort of a lopsided match. Oh, he just yanked the title out of the ref's hands. This corner has gotten very noisy. I can't understand what he's saying. David versus Goliath has finally gotten underway. Storm has already low-bridged Eric Surge to the outside. Gives him a kick from the apron. When Storm is on the apron, he is a little bit taller than Surge. Yeah, but Surge just grabbed him and slammed Storm into the outside of the turnbuckles. We're up to 2 counts now. Eric Surge gave a big suplex to Kevin Storm, made a big loud splash, and he got a 2 count out of it. The Storm is just laying there under the bottom rope like a pile of laundry, getting stomped on. And Surge is just standing on Storm now with his full weight. That can't be fun. Storm managed to clobber Surge till both men were down for a 6 count. Now he's blocking Surge's attempt at punches and striking some of his own. And he tried to whip Surge into the ropes. Surge didn't go anywhere, but then Surge bounced himself off the ropes for some momentum. Storm grabbed him and did a belly-to-belly suplex. Not really up and over, given the size difference, but, you know, a slam. Storm has gotten a little energy back. He's waiting for Surge to get to his feet. Surge is doing it slowly. Oh, and Surge meets Storm with a knee. Surge off the ropes. Oh, another knee. He just turned Storm inside out. Storm did manage to kick out at 2, though. Somehow. Apart from a few bursts of offense from Kevin Storm, Surge has been the powerhouse here as expected, but Storm just will not stay down for a 3 count. He keeps kicking out at 2. There, he just gave Surge a suplex. Surge came out of the corner backwards. Storm grabbed him, tossed him up and over. Surge is on his knees. Storm comes off the ropes with a knee to the chin. And Storm, with that knee strike, gets a 3 count. Kevin Storm is the David to Eric Surge's Goliath, and he comes out on top. He continues to be the RCW Heavyweight Champion. And I believe somebody else's music is playing, which means somebody might be ready to call next in the quest for the title. I think that is Bacchus. The music of Bacchus. Who is coming in from the other side of the room. And splat. Down goes Storm, courtesy of Bacchus. So I think now we know who's going to be fighting for the title next month. So this has been Ken the Metal Professor. Thanks for listening to the Northwest Indiana Wrestling Action Program with delayed audio coverage of Downfall of Us All, put on by Revolution Championship Wrestling. Saturday, March 23rd, 2024 at the Goodson Event Center in South Bend. This is on WVLP 103.1 FM in Valparaiso, Indiana. I'll see what Bacchus has to say and then fade us out.